I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm very angry, as you would have seen in the watch along. And I'm angry for different reasons to certain Arsenal fans. Of course, we all know the ramifications with winning, losing, and drawing, and trying to salvage slim hopes of overcoming Liverpool at this moment in time in winning the Premier League. If you're new to my channel, obviously I'm quite pessimistic on that. I've been pessimistic since the summer because we didn't do what needed to be done to elevate the squad in terms of depth and quality. Obviously, you're seeing the current climate with Arsenal. You know who's playing up front, respectfully to Mikel Merino, and etc. In it. I'm angry because we've got no divine right to win trophies and football. I believe in sport. You know, you shake hands at the end of the game, you go to war and you shake hands. When I don't see us winning our individual battles, when I don't see us winning our collective battles, when the manager is still showing that he cannot react when things are going wrong, this is when I get angry. As long as we can leave the pitch, it like say we lost today, and I say, you know what, bloody hell, we played amazing, we lost. We go back to the drawing board, but fair enough. The manager, the players, there's too much regret. Lewis Skelly, I never saw his red card. I'm not throwing my young G under the bus, but he got sent off. There, you know, we're getting bare red cards, and we know the same thing. Even when Saka's fit, big up Ethan Wanyeri, but this is a reminder: the man is 17, bro, 17. But forget age. We all know it's the same old thing. Couple, you know, the one kind of star players or a bit of quality. If they have an off day, we're pissed. We know mid blocks, low blocks. That's our kryptonite. Better yet, credit to West Ham. Street smart performance. Warned us on the counter attack. Calafiori, I love the guy. You know, I think he'd be a good player. Cooked by Wan-Bissaka. Gerard Bowen, we're not following runners. Everything was terrible. From Zinchenko's been one of your best players, respectfully to him. You know that he ain't been good. And I will say big up David Raya because the only thing to scream and shout about was probably the thing that Thames, very attractive lady that was at the game, was the only positive about the game. And the only positive was, I'm sure you saw the last minute set piece. I don't know what's going on with our set pieces. West Ham on a counter attack. Raya in a positive way doing madness. So yeah, shout out to Raya. Horrible, man. Lackluster. No difference makers, no protagonists, whether it's minute 1 or minute 90. We're doing the same things, hoping things happen. Arteta still has no plans for a low block. I must admit, I got a lot of time for you, Arteta, but anytime you box a manager that's got a bit of tactical nous about him, or the managers that seem to have a good record about you, against you, Eddie Howe, Uno Emery, and Graham Potter. Graham Potter's, I think his record against Mikel Arteta or his record at the Emirates is only bettered by Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola. With the greatest of respect to Graham Potter, them man have won Premier Leagues and done bare things. So you're doing all right in that regard. Nothing went right. Nothing went right. Summed up by the red card. We were shit even before that, even with 11 players. Calafiori, I like the guy, but I'm yet to see anything. Again, we have to keep it chill. Yet to see any decent defensive qualities from you per se. I believe in you. You're 22. You're going to do your thing. But today, horrible. The goal we conceded, horrible. Even when they broke, when other guards lost the ball and they broke, that happens in football. They broke. We've got more numbers. So it's on song. There is clearly an element of fatigue. But because of what we did or didn't do, better yet, in the January market and the summer, this is the consequence you're in. At a minimum, you had to win all your games, which is a fallacy to expect us to win all of those 13 games. And, you know, you're hearing one year he might have a little knock. Lewis Skelly, I don't know why he didn't start. Maybe Calafiori is training well or the manager wants to do his thing in that regard. I don't know, in it, but now you're out of the Nottingham Forest game and everything went wrong, in it. Really, we're knocking it about, we're moving side to side, we're not making it happen. If nothing changes, nothing changes. I'm not gonna get at Mikel Merino because everybody loved you and said you needed to start against West Ham. It didn't work for obvious reasons against West Ham, and you know. It is what it is, man. You know, our bubbles got popped by them band there. Like the hammers hammered us. Like there's no positives, there's no nothing. The only underlining factor is we've got no choice but to go again. We lost the game, we move on. And for me, I think it's the same old with the issues in terms of the manager's tactics around the players. I'm not, listen, we're all in this together. Martin Odegaard, you don't know me. I love Martin Odegaard. You know, I think he's a baller. But what's going on? You're the captain. I just need to see a bit more presence. It's horrible, man. And even that, when we're having shots on target, really, at no point did we go, what a save, Areola. It's literally statistic shots on target. So we can waffle about 90 odd goals last season and all those great metrics, but the devil's in the details. We went into this season knowing about fine margins and we ain't done anything to address it. We know when it's crunch time, sink or swim, those high pressure moments. Unfortunately, the manager and the players crumble. We know we've got a small squad. We know we need a striker and a midfielder with a bit of nous. We know we need more depth. And we know the current climate. It is what it is. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Like I'm angry with the performance beyond the obvious, because I think the fans abroad and the fans that go to games deserve the players to go all out there and leave it all out there. I'm not sitting here and saying the players didn't try, they didn't want to win. We all know they did, but you didn't. And when you lot do this chatting about we're gonna fight, and this extends to the manager, we're gonna do this fighting thing, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I'd have no doubt you've got good intentions. But the best way to do the talking is with your feet in it. So everything was horrible today. Credit to West Ham. There's nothing to say about us, man. Like, it is what it is.
First, 'cause you always